Yo, welcome back to the channel, hopefully you're all doing well. We're actually back on this job today because my week's been messed up. I was supposed to be on that, I know I said in the last video at the end of it, I was supposed to be on that big first fix that started. I turned up Monday morning, there was one basin to fit at 7 bathrooms. So yeah, today's Wednesday already. Yesterday I spent all day sorting stuff out, moving jobs around because I'm not sure when I'm supposed to be back on that job now, because I basically said I need all 7. All 7 rooms ready in order to make it me worth doing, because basin will take me an hour. I'll get all basins done in a day. It's not worth me just going back for one basin because I'm not making any money. Obviously, when you price a job, you price for a day, so you've got a full day's work. You don't just keep going back and doing one basin, one toilet. So yeah, I'll have to wait for that job to be fully ready and then I'll go back and sort it. I know they wanted it done for the end of next week, but it ain't going to be done now. As I say, none of the mermaid board was on. Anyway, they're my problem. So yeah, we're back on this one. As I say, it's Wednesday today. We're carrying on where we started last time. Obviously, pipes chopping across there. We have got units going so far. So we've got a toilet and basin unit. So I just need to chop across 3 pipes because we've got the main to move. Got a bar shower going on here. I think the shower is 850 wide, so we need to be in the centre of that. We've got a 500 or 600 towel. I'll see what fits better. The customer's not too fussed. But we've got a towel on there, so obviously pipes to chop in. We've got a water softener going under the kitchen sink, so it's a good job we're moving that main anyway. Because we've got a water softener going in here. Obviously it's having a brand new kitchen and stuff. So yeah, that's today's job. Obviously my week's been messed around and it's surprising how much time it takes to sort stuff out, because I've got Jacob coming to give me a hand on that big first fix this week, where we started the big first fix, obviously the second fix as well. He was about 15 minutes away, so I sent him away, so there's no point to us just doing one basin. So yeah, so I had to find him something to do Monday. Well, I've had to find him something to do all week now. And then I'm not sure what's going on next week yet, because I don't think it's going to be ready next week, so I've had to move stuff around basically. But yeah, that is what it is. It's all the stuff you don't see that can mess your week up. But yeah, we'll crack on with this. We'll try and get some work done and actually make some money. We'll get this old hot cup. Bit of water in it, but the hot is all drained down. The cold is live still, because obviously we've got just cold to the kitchen sink, so, and cold to the toilet, which I'll probably just end up putting some speed fit across there temporary. What I want to do is get all my chasings done across here to go through into the new kitchen. But we've got units. I imagine we'll have a 600 unit and then 600 units, so toilet system over there and basin unit, so I don't need to waste time chasing all the way across. So these terracotta blocks as well, which you can see a bit clearer up here. So you've got like 3 layers, so all I've been doing is chopping into the first layer. So obviously we've got like render, then block, but it's like hollow in the middle, if that makes sense. So I've got to be really careful when I chase out, not to go too deep. I've been using just a hammer and chisel. So what I'll do is get that chase done, go across to here somewhere, and then we just bring them out into the basin unit. So 3 along there, 2 down the wall for the shower, 150 centres, and then 2 for the towel. I can always just leave the towel in the middle, and then when we get the width, or when we know what towel we've got, we can bring them out in the right place. So yeah, I'll get all the chasing done for a start, and then it's just a case of putting pipes in. So if we go 1100, that should comfortably be inside the unit. So we just need 3 pipes bringing out here somewhere. Obviously there's no point chasing further across, because we're just going to make more dust and more mess. And all I do is put a level line across, and we'll just chase that in. Come like Tom with some PPE on for a change. Now you have got to be careful with your eyes and your ears. The render's quite hard, but once you get through the render, the blocks are soft. In fact, if the render's deep enough, I might just be able to go to the render. That's hard as nails, that, isn't it? Probably need a better screwdriver or a chisel. I didn't want to go crackers with it. See, look, it's just pulled the face of the block off, and I don't want to go any deeper than that, and that's just using a screwdriver. Say brittle blocks. So the render's not deep enough. To be fair, Sparky might get away with just taking the render off for his cables. I know they're not in here. But can't control his with the goggles, can't see anything. It's scratched. So if you use an SDS on that, it just blows it to bits. Goggles coming off. The other problem I've got is obviously fixing my pipes, because there's no strength. Right, so I've chopped that out. I've only gone into the first layer of the block. What I'm going to have to do to fix my pipes, we'll use strap band across. And then we'll just chop into the render. All this is being mermaid boarded anyway, so as long as it's not proud, we'll just chop it in a little bit to that, we'll be fine. We'll put 3 straps across. I just need to drill through the wall. I try and get it at a slight angle to get into the kitchen, and then once it's behind the units in the kitchen, we can run it to a heart's content. I've just taken that box out behind the toilet, and the cistern started leaking a little bit, probably on the donut washer. So I'll have a look at that. Obviously that's the only toilet we've got on site. We've got these hot and colds that I chopped in at the end of the last video that are going up into the roof. Again, they'll be behind the wall, so that'll not be an issue. So we need to bring a new main across, effectively moving the stop tap, then we'll put the water softener up there, and then we'll bring the hot and cold back, poke out for the basin, cold out for the toilet. Again, this is all in units, so the first fix is not critical, as long as we've sort of got pipes there, and then picking up the hot and cold that are going up into the roof, which they'll go across the boiler. And then obviously pick up hot and cold for the shower, and then flow and returns are up there as well, not these. We've put a new system in for the tower. So next job, get them poked through, and then we can start getting a little bit of first fix done. I'm going to try and angle my drill. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. I don't know if that will come out. Let's have a look. Obviously I need to sleeve these pipes. Let's have a look in the kitchen. Yeah, we're just in front of the wall. Again, there's units going all along here, so once we're behind here we can do what we like. So if I get 3 sleeved through there, just bring 3 copper pipes into this area, we'll be fine. I'm just going to rip this toilet out of the way. They're really heavy now. It's a comfort height one. I mean, close couple of pounds are heavy anyway, but what we've got going on with the floor. I think this drain's going to need altering. That drain's going to need altering anyway. I mean, you probably need to get it a little bit further back, but that gives me a clear access to get my pipes first fixed anyway. And then what I'll do is I'll probably just pick up a flexi, just a flexi pan, connect that back in, so they've got a toilet on site. Sadly, that or they get one delivered. Pan connector in the floor, look like that. We'll have a look at it. The toilet is the tripod for the camera, by the way, as well, so that's playing a crucial role in filming this lot. All I do is sit my camera on the toilet, and we get shots all the way along then. You need to be about 1100 to centre our bend. So what I've done, it popped a little offset to go through the wall. And then if we mark 1100, we need that pulling back that way. So it kicks out and then back into the room or into the unit. And we'll do 3 the same, have felt them up, and then we'll just tape them back in the, or pin them back in the wall. Right, we'll try and feed this through the other side. Something like that should do us. Something like that, and as I say, we'll strap them back somehow, and then we'll fill that in. And that's just poking through about clip distance. I think it'll pull out a little bit, and then we'll just clip along straight along there. Perfect. I am sleeving this pipe as well, where it passes through the wall, just to be doubly make sure. It won't do any harm. It's a little bit overkill, but hey, this is just a little piece of 22 copper in it. If it saves a leak in the future, then that's what we'll do. So them 3 are in, poking through the other side. Obviously we'll strap band them back, and then we'll run along, pick them others up, pick the main up, and yeah, do something with that. So don't use hammer when you drill these bricks, because you'll just blow them to bits, literally. Because obviously only being terracotta, it's basically like drilling a tile. Sometimes you sit out and look at it. Holler. That's another YouTube comment that says that. I used to say that, it still does. Holler. We hope these will hold tight. Might put one more on there, but it is fairly solid to be fair. That one I haven't chopped in, but it's behind the unit I think anyway. Yeah, that'll do us for a minute. Yeah, perfect. So this is where I've got to with this. We've got pipes coming across. I've put some clips on here. I don't know what to do with this mains yet. Obviously we've got that old stop tap that's been snapped off. I don't think I'm going to be able to do much with that because it's soldered on. What I'll probably do away with this stop tap there, cut that off. I'm probably just going to leave that T, cap that off above there within waterway, so I'm not leaving a dead leg, and take a new main across. That will be accessible to a certain extent, but obviously you'll have to lift the panel of the toilet up to get to it. I just don't want to go disturbing too much down there. I think I might create myself a problem. So all we'll do is we'll cut that off there and then take a new one along. We'll keep the bottom one as the main, so it'll have nothing going off it. Obviously that'll be joined through there into the water softener and then back, and then we'll bring the cold back. Here we'll leave T's off for the basin, come along, T off for the toilet. Again, this is all in units, and then pick these hot and colds up. Top one will be the hot. It's always best practice to try and keep the hot pipe as the top, so it's not transferring heat. I know we've lagged these up best we can. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We'll offset these out, and that should all be behind the units then. The only thing that concerns me, if I bring them there, it might foul the system a little bit, but if I have to alter that, I'll have to alter that, but I think we should be okay. Get these pipes prepped up and get them soldered. Just make the pipework up as I go along. Obviously, not really work. That goes in there wrong way, doesn't it? Blimey. That dodgy elbow. Shouldn't go in there that far. It's going on all the way to there. It's nearly past the stop. I'll change that one. Pushing past the almost through the elbow, like it could block the pipe. Weird. That's better. No, just make the pipe work up as you go along. Obviously, you don't really work to a drawing on jobs like this. You just do whatever you think. Sometimes easier. You've only got yourself to blame now. This sheet wall insulation I watched on Central Heat King's video. It doesn't actually set fire. Might even burn. Well, not very easily. Some of the old hair felt stuff used to be really flammable. That's got them tied back in. I think they'll be out of the way of the cistern. The cistern will be a bit higher and then the flush pipe will come down. I can't imagine them being a problem. If they are, I'll move them. It's my mistake. They're all back behind the wall, lagged up best we can. So that's that in. Next job, tie this main in. All I'm going to do is cut it off there, clean that, get rid of that earth bond, electrical bond. It's all being rewired as well. Do I dare sweat that off? I don't want to sweat it off. I'm just going to cap it, I think, and then get that off there, and then we'll just tie that into that pipe, and then I'll rip that kitchen sink out, and we'll get the main and everything linked back through. These are the bits you don't get on new builds and stuff. That's why site work can be, I'm not saying it's easier, it's just different, isn't it? You don't have to deal with old water mains and stuff like that. I mean, that'll be original. We can undo the compression on the stop tap. And we'll see what position. I might just be able to cut the olive off and solder straight onto it. As I say, this will be accessible but behind the panel, so see, I don't want to do anything. Monument olive cutter, the best, I think. This one's not very sharp because I've had it years, but cuts your olive off roughly, doesn't damage your pipe. And luckily that one's not been over tightened, so that's some steel wool really. Get this clean up. That should be good to solder onto. As long as you get it clean and it's dry, it'll solder on perfect. There is a little bit of paint or something behind. Yeah, that'll be fine. Feels alright. And that one, as long as we're not more than twice the pipe diameter, we should be good. I'm going to solder a cap end. I don't really want to disturb too much of this. Because you can open up a can of worms. And if it ain't leaking, it'll be fine. I'm not putting a drain off tap down here either. I'm going to put one obviously beyond our new stock tap. Reason being, I know technically this is a low point. But it's just, nobody's ever going to want to use that. It's never going to serve a purpose. Technically, water regs say that you should have a drain off every low point. I've lost my steel wool again. Yeah, you should have a drain off on every low point, but it's ridiculous. Behind a toilet or in a box in or whatever it may be, you just got to use your common sense a little bit, haven't you? I've got a conserved battery on the GoPro as well, because we're nearly flat. And I've only got one battery. Always have a spare gas. Otherwise that would have been a trip to the merchants. So there's our three pipes coming through, all sleeved. The bottom one was the hard, middle one was the soft going back that way, and top one was the hot. I'm going to rip out this kitchen unit now. I haven't actually got a kitchen drawing, but all I really want to do is bring the main out and just leave a lever valve on it so we can fill the bucket up. And then when we get the kitchen drawing, I can jiggle that in with the water softener. Obviously we'll need, I don't know, the water softener will be inside the unit, but we can sort all that. I really just want to get the water on. So I'll get this ripped out quickly and just clip the pipes along. So I'm going to put a lever valve on this for the time being. This is a gas lever, but these are the inter ones, so you can push the sleeve over the top so you can have blue or red, he says. Yeah, blue or red over the top, so you've got yourself a blue lever or a red lever. I've just ran them across. I'm not 100% sure where the kitchen sink's going. There is a kitchen drawing, but I haven't got it with me. So for the time being, I'm just going to pop a lever on there and then just bend a bit so we've got water on site, so the plasterers, they can flush the toilet or whatever. and mixed buckets. And then when I know where the kitchen's going and the water softener, I'll just bring them pipes out in the right place. It's no big drama. That should be water all back on. I'll just wash the ducts out. I'm going to just crack that. Yeah, that'll be fine. Happy with that. So that main's all sound. Bucket's got an hole in it. Right, that's everything chased in. Shower pipes, absolutely dead level, 150 centres. I cannot emphasise enough how important it is to get that right, because if you get that wrong, everything's going to look a mess. So I've just chased them in. I'm actually going to leave them just sticking across for the time being until we get my towel rail or know what width it is. But I think it's going to need to be like a 400 or something. But they're all protected. I'm going to end the video there actually, just because it's getting towards the end of the day. I just want to go up and connect them pipes in. Still got a little bit to do in here, but we've got the majority of it, and all them are in. Everything's livened up on the main side. Still got that drain to alter. But yeah, it's coming together. Once you get all the sort of the chasing out and the chopping in done, and a lot of the pipes in, everything comes together quickly. So yeah, this job is actually coming together as a whole really. I know I've done a little bit of a mini series on this, but got most of the heating drops in. Obviously we've got new radiators and stuff, but it's all easy stuff now really. So yeah, once I get the kitchen, once I get the kitchen drawer in, we can bring them pipes out in the right place. So we've got a water softener going in there. But yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching. All the support is greatly appreciated. I just apologise if the content's been a little bit similar to the last couple of episodes. It's just because that's the work I've got. I have got some interesting jobs coming up. I don't want to say too much, but yeah, as always, thank you for watching. We'll catch you all in the next.